Hey Internet, my name is Sebi and welcome back to Aldrin Space Program Manager. This is now the 100th episode of my Let's Play series, and this is completely crazy that I hit already the 100th episode mark. And now I'd like to talk a little bit in retrospective about all the 100 episodes I've created so far. And previously I wanted to do some kind of small interview with Ignacio, so I asked you for some question I could ask him, but unfortunately I haven't received any questions, so in this case I think we will instead continue our exploration of all the new animations added to this game. And I will start talking a little bit in retrospective about the 100 episodes I've created so far and what I think about them. And I think this could be as well a quite nice 100 episode. So let's start over. In the last episode we finished the the orbital flight for the LK700, and now the next step is the orbital flight duration level 1. We haven't completed yet, so let me add the crazy UR700 booster. Let me assemble our spacecraft. Unfortunately the description is coming soon. And we are also in the next version of the game, so we are now in version 0.7.24, and we do have even new animations for the Soyuz moon landing I like to explore, but we have so many things to explore that it's pretty hard to keep up with the pace of the development process, and this is pretty cool. So let me also now schedule the orbital flight duration level 2. Let me add again the UR700 and schedule the mission, and best candidates and pilots, and well done. Okay, so we have scheduled everything. I do have some scientists left over, and there is another improvement, because now you see right away if someone is available in a green color that this the scientist or this employee is currently available, and this is really helpful to select them. And another great feature added to the game right now with this version is once you send someone to advanced training, you now have the remove from training button. This will reduce a little bit the training outcome, but on the other hand you then have right away your employee available for your next mission or wherever you want to assign this employee to. And this is pretty cool that now this feature is added to the game, that you can cancel the ongoing training, and this is really amazing. Okay, let's end the season and move on, and we want to do the duration level 1 with our LK700. Let's launch this and follow it from the mission control. And while we are watching the great new animation, I started playing Aldrin Space Program Manager. Well, I don't know if I exactly started at this stage, but I released the very first episode of my Let's Play series on November 5th, 2013. And since then I created 100 episodes, and this is pretty crazy. And well, as I released the very first episode of Aldrin Space Program Manager as a Let's Play series, I was completely new to the whole YouTube thing. So I just started to create some Kerbal Space Program episodes as a Let's Play series, and it was the beginning of my YouTube career. So I was completely new to the thing, and it was at the beginning a little bit strange to me to sit in front of my computer and just talk to myself in order to entertain you. And so I maybe was a little bit too silent, a little bit too not fluent enough, not funny enough, not everything was completely strange. I had to get used to doing my job as a YouTuber. And I hope that over the time of 100 episodes I have improved a little bit my commentary feature and my commentary ability, so that I hopefully have become a little bit more entertaining. And I hope that you are really enjoying what I'm doing here, and that you are enjoying my my Let's Play series. And in this case 100 episodes, and this is pretty crazy. And basically I can say, okay, my YouTube skills have grown together with my progress here in the Aldrin Space Program Manager, and also my my skills have increased together with the new features added to the game over this period. And yeah, speaking about new features, I think new features is the main thing why I was able to create 100 episodes about this game, because normally when you see the basic idea of this game is, well, quote unquote, pretty simple. You just are managing your space agency, and once you have done this, you have basically completed the game. And yeah, I ran into this issue once during my Let's Play series of Buzz Aldrin Space Program Manager, but I will come back later to this. To me, right now, because this is still in early access, it's pretty easy to find all the time new problem solved, well done, and new things to talk about, because, well, over time the game got improved and new features are added to the game. So when I'm looking at the changelog, almost every week a new update was released to the game, and so every week I received more content I can talk about, I can present to you. And yeah, in this case it was pretty easy to reach 100 episodes, because all the time the game changes, and so I had all the time new things to talk about, and this is really amazing, and this is all what makes so special to me to be a beta tester and to do a Let's Play series out of it, because all the time, yeah, I have new features to demonstrate to you. And in the beginning, as I started, I think the only crewed spacecraft available were maybe the X-15 and also the Mercury spacecraft. So we had no Gemini, we had no Apollo, we had even not the Soviet spacecraft, the manned spacecrafts, and a failure, and the random number strikes again. The random number strikes back. Luckily it was just a failure, and this is strange. The random number is below the catastrophic failure, but luckily we had just a failure. Okay, well, this is good. Okay, well, maybe a present for the 100th episode that I'm not losing my man. This is okay. So yeah, in the beginning we basically had only the Mercury mission and several satellites, and yeah, this was okay, but yeah, over time then we received the Gemini missions, and wait, before I continue talking, let me just continue scheduling. I want to reschedule the duration level 2. I hope this time we are more successful. Let me do this right away and proceed on with the best candidates. Okay, very good. And now we do have the... Let me look, I think it's duration level 3, right? Yeah, duration level 3, and we can go up to duration level 6. Oh, so we have to do a lot of duration missions with the LK700. And assemble, and start the assembly process. Okay, well done. So now we have a lot of employees again available. Maybe I really should just remove them from my space program, and no, this wouldn't help me at all. Space probes. And yeah, so I do not need to send them to advanced training, because I have already finished all the projects to research, and so I can't really research anything new. But well, I like to keep them here in my space program. They did an amazing job over the time. Okay, so yeah, at first we had only the Mercury missions, and then Gemini was implemented. After Gemini was implemented, before even Apollo came out, we had the Gemini lunar mission, so the Gemini lunar reconnaissance missions and the Gemini direct ascent mission, and yeah, this was pretty cool. And in episode in the 21st episode, I called the episode Footsteps on the Moon. This was the very first episode that I managed to land on the moon, and this was really a cool thing, and I was pretty proud of. And here, then, this was in early December last year, and yeah, then I wanted to flight controllers. and this was early December last year, and at the end of December last year we got the Apollo program. This was also amazing. Just before the end of the year the Apollo program was released, and this caused also a lot of missions and a lot of episodes for me, or a lot of episodes resulted out of this, because then I wanted to test all the components and that they do the landing and so on. So yeah, this was really amazing, and I had a lot of fun with this. And after Apollo was released, the next thing that came out was the campaign mode here. During the time, was it? I think it was during that time that it was it was announced that they will change a little bit the whole development process for the Space Program Manager, because at first it was only the Global Space Agency, and there was not so much race between the superpowers, like between Soviet Union and USA. And yeah, then there was a lot of demand for this in the beta tester forums, and so they decided, okay, we will implement this, and we also want to implement then a multiplayer mode, so that you can compete with your friend around the race to the moon and the very first moon landing. And also the next feature, which was pretty amazing, was the planned mix and match functionality, because it was the idea that you can use any booster and for any payload. So maybe if you like to launch the Sputnik satellite, you should be even able to use the Saturn V booster, which would be pretty amazing. And yeah, so this was also an idea, and just before the main development for this mix and match functionality began, the campaign mode came out, and this was the next great step in my series, because with the campaign mode there was the long-term and the short-term goals, and the long-term goal was all about landing on the moon before the fourth quarter of 1973, and so I started to play campaign mode and I tried to land there, and I even managed at some point in the in episode 41, I called it moon landing in 1969. So I managed to land on the moon in the same year as Apollo 11 did, and this was also pretty amazing, and I was also pretty proud about this. And yeah, shortly after this I even did an interview with Ignacio about the development process, and this was also pretty amazing. And yeah, then after the campaign mode came out, I played a little bit around with the campaign mode, and I did some testings, and then came the huge break, because after the campaign was released, the next huge step, as I already announced, was the mix and match functionality. And to implement this, there was a break of releases for problem solved, okay, for 3.5 months. From the end of January to mid of April, there were no updates anymore for this game, and during this time the new mix and match functionality was invented and implemented. And during the period where no updates were released, I did also a break of my Let's Play series, because as I said, at some point when there's nothing new coming to this game, and you have beaten the campaign for the very first time, then you basically are out of content, and this happened to me at this point. And so I decided, okay, hey, this is a beautiful view, this is great, this is really great. Before I will do the same thing over and over again, I will do a short break. And I returned with I returned with the release of the mix and match functionality. And yeah, then there was a lot of changes to the game, so the balancing was basically screwed, and I had a lot of issues. I was trying then to play campaign mode, and I think 3 or 4 times in a row I failed to land on the moon before the end of the fourth quarter 1973, or the end of the long-term goal, because, well, all the time, on the one hand, the research process was really taking a long time, and then what happened then? Oh, we have some astronauts back from advanced training, and oh, we have a budget review. We received so many money, and we are already in the year 1983. This is also crazy. Okay, let me just send my... Oh, I will do this after I schedule the missions. But I can send my scientists to advanced training. And yeah, so I returned, and one thing I observed also was that I called it the hibernation, as I did my very own break. I did this in episode 51, and so yeah, the first episode with the mix and match functionality was episode 52. So basically I can say that since the mix and match functionality was released, I doubled the amount of released Buzz Aldrin Space Program Manager episodes. And yeah, this is also pretty crazy, and I can't believe that I did this. And so yeah, let me now schedule the missions, and we were at duration level 4 with the huge booster. Assemble it now, start the assembly process, at the best candidates. Okay, very good. And then also duration level 5. Come on, let me schedule it with the booster. Oh, then we have an assessment. Warning, the mission will suffer reliability penalization based on the following unaccomplished goals. We have done this. I think this is not accurate, because we have already achieved these goals. But yeah, okay. Anyways, let me just schedule the mission and proceed on with the best candidates as usual. Okay, very good. So now we have 2 astronauts left over. I'd like to send to advanced training, so you can learn a little bit more about piloting, and you can learn a bit more about autopiloting. Okay, very good. So let's end the season, and let's do the next launches. Follow from mission control. Okay, here we go. And yeah, so I basically doubled the amount of released episodes, and this is pretty crazy. And yeah, then I did a NASA session where I just played on the NASA side, and then... Oh, we do have a problem right away. Problem solved. Okay, very good. And yeah, speaking of the NASA session, I needed to end the NASA session because the next version was released of the game. And with the next version of the game, this was already patch 0.7.19. And to compare this, I started playing the game with version 0.7.3. So yeah, I've seen a lot of updates, and over the time of new updates, at some point the game had received so many changes that the old save games weren't working anymore. So at some point I had to start over and over and over again, due to the fact that my save games were resetted all the time. And yeah, this happened also with the NASA session, as I was playing on NASA side, and then a new patch came out, and the new patch has then released some animations and some more Soviet missions. And so I decided, okay, I need to, or I should check out the Soviet parts. And here, this is still the Soviet game I was talking about, what we are currently seeing here, because, well, over time new animations were added to the Soviet components, and now I am about to watch every animation added to the game. And so they add a lot of new animations, and even with this newest update, version 0.7.24, new animations were added. And here in this case I really need to do a lot of launches to keep up with the release speed, and this is pretty cool. And yeah, so this is basically what happened during or since I started with version 0.7.3, and I hope I gave a little bit a nice view back on the history of my Let's Play series, and I hope well, I brought back some great memories. And yeah, when I think back, okay, in the very first time I had only a few missions, and I had no moon landing available and so on, and over the time so many great things where we do have all the time an issue during the countdown, and probably whoa, this was close. The random number was already getting dangerous. Okay, yeah, so there were so many great things, and it's even hard to me to remember all the great moments I experienced during my my Let's Play series. Problem solved. Okay. In this case, I like to ask you: have you a particular episode you have really enjoyed, or which was for some reason completely funny, or I do not know? Have you some memories you really like to share with me about my Let's Play series? And yeah, let me know if you have something you have found really hilarious or interesting or anything like this. And yeah, what else should I say? I'm just completely amazed, and I can't believe that this is already episode 100, and to me it's problem solved. It's just as I would have just begun doing Let's Plays, and for me it's even so special with reaching episode 100 because, well, I started Buzz Aldrin Space Program Manager as one of the first games I did a Let's Play out of, and now I have already reached the 100 episode mark, and this is crazy. And to me it's just as I started doing Let's Plays, and now I'm already at episode 100. And another thing, well, this isn't so obvious for you as my viewers, but these issues. But over the time I started to get in contact with Ignacio, the lead developer of the Space Program Manager, and this is really also a great thing and a great outcome for me, that I'm in contact with the lead developer, and I do frequent bug reports after I recorded my episodes, and I record all the glitches, and then I did the interview, and even such an outcome that I got in contact with him was just amazing, and a great outcome of my Let's Play series. And so it's really hard to me to find the appropriate words to say what I'm really thinking about this 100th episode, and what are all the great memories and outcomes. And it's really hard to come now to an end of this episode, because, well, I was thinking so much about, okay, episode 100 is coming up, what should I do? I need to do something special. And now I did only the normal Soviet Let's Play and continued with this. Well, I talked a little bit more about different things, but this is really I think this is a great moment, and I really like to celebrate this, but it's so hard to find a really good thing. Well, I had also the idea to do this retrospective talking about all what happened and all what was going on together with Ignacio as some kind of interview, but now I decided to do it this way, that I am completely alone here, and I'm completely alone presenting and celebrating my 100th episode, and I'm still really proud about this, but it's now really hard for me to say, okay, this is now the end. Well, on the good side, I have a lot of episodes ahead of me, hopefully, and I hope you will be still continue watching and enjoying my Let's Play series. And so I hope we can spacewalk duration level 1. This is cool. So we have a nice thing coming up for the next episode. Schedule the mission. And then I want to see one thing, if this is fixed, before I will end this episode. Our Venus probe, is there still there's still this penalization going on for unachieved goal Venus orbiter. Venera Venus orbiter, I could get this with this mission, the Venus orbiter. Can I get this somewhere else? Let me... Oh, Venus orbit... No. Or? Wait, can I open this program? Wait, I have enough money, let me open up this program. Aha! Aha! Here I can get this goal. Okay, so it's fixed, this issue is fixed, and we can do this in the next episode. So, yeah, 100 episodes. What should I say? I just can say thank you so much for following me through 100 episodes. I hope you liked this. I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope you will continue enjoying this. And I hope, I see you again in the 101st episode. And in this case, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Abby. See you!